students. Welcome to More Math.
Brought to you by Math with Janet. I'm Ruby Moore.
And I'm Charlie Moore. And today we are going to be doing counting strategies.
You can do this activity whenever. All you need is something to count.
The idea of this activity is to count something, but do it in an organized way and have a strategy while doing it, and draw out what strategy you used.
First, we'll be using box A.
We have ladybugs. So what strategy can we use to count all of the ladybugs and see how many there are?
Well, right now they're all spread all over the place. We could put them in a line.
Good idea.
Now that they're all in a line, I think we can just count them.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There are 8 ladybugs. So, our first strategy is to touch what we're counting.
So for each little ladybug, I'll draw as a circle. We touched everyone so that we know that we'd gotten to all of them. Our other strategy was to put things in a line. If they're jumbled, then they won't really do you any good. By putting them in a line, you can see exactly where everyone is. On to the next one.
We have butterflies. What should we do now? 10.
So Charlie is putting them in a line and touching them at once so she can count as she goes.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
There are 21 in all.
There are so many butterflies that our line had to go down. These, you can, if you have them, then they're very useful. Or you could draw them with paper. All you need to do is separate these into 10 squares. And then you can put the butterflies on the squares. Since they're called 10 frames, you know that when you've filled one up, you've made 10. Okay, I filled up 1, 2 full 10s. And so I know that I have at least 20 butterflies. After I've filled up that, I have some excess butterflies. So I can put that right here. And I have 1 extra, which means I have 21 butterflies. Okay, so we use strategies like, I'll start from the bottom. We lined up the contents and touched each item as we counted. So we had all the butterflies in order, and as we were placing them in order, we counted them as we went. This is a good strategy to use, maybe for smaller numbers, because when we lined them all up, our line went a little too far, and it might be harder to count when there's that many. So we used tens frames, which is our other strategy. This helped us organize our butterflies in ways that put them in lines, not only going this way but going down, so that we knew that when we got to the end of one tens frame, we had 10 butterflies. On to the next one.
Next is C. Whoa.
Wow. Oops.
Still some more.
Okay.
We have little macaroni
Wow, this is a lot of macaronis. I don't think I can count these by putting them in a line.
I have a strategy.
What is it?
We can put them in tens. We don't have to put them in very like tens frames.
Okay.
But we can put them in groups of 10.
In groups of 10. Okay, I like that idea.
All right.
Perfect. Now that we have all of our groups of 10,
we can count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
We have 14 groups of 10.
We can multiply, or we can use a calculator. I know that 14 times 10 is 140, which means each tiny macaroni, we have 140 of them.
Or we could multiply, or we could say 10. We could count by tens. 10,
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Let's write on the board.
So what we did was we made groups of 10, and then we counted our groups by 10, 20, 30. And then
we kept going until we got our answer. Here, I wrote all of our groups of 10. So instead of counting every single piece of macaroni, we could pair them up with 9 other macaronis and count that as their own little group.
All right.
Time for the next one.